are 5 arguments you might have heard about impeachment and why they don't hold water. All right, number 5, there's no crime.
This president isn't even accused of committing a crime.
My standard for impeachment has always been a violation of the law.
All right, a Senate impeachment trial is not a criminal proceeding. But don't take my word for it. How about this fresh-faced South Carolina congressman back in 1999?
You don't even have to be convicted of a crime to lose your job in this constitutional republic. Impeachment is about cleansing the office.
That's right. And there's another reason this argument doesn't work. That's because the House Judiciary Committee just formally accused the president of criminal bribery and wire fraud in their official report. All right, number 4, what obstruction of Congress? House Republicans have now tried to flip it around and are accusing congressional Democrats of obstructing Congress simply by exercising oversight.
Who is really obstructing Congress? The Democrats have no case when it comes to obstruction. This obstruction charge is completely baseless, and bogus.
Right, these are nonsense words because President Trump told us he was embracing an obstruction strategy.
But we're fighting all the subpoenas.
And you could argue that the day Trump failed to answer those subpoenas was the day he was subject to impeachment, just like that fellow from South Carolina would say.
The day Richard Nixon failed to answer that subpoena is the day that he was subject to impeachment because he took the power from Congress.
All right, number 3.
In modern history, we've never gone after impeaching a president in the first term.
Okay, there's no provision for protecting first-term presidents. Our first impeachment occurred during Andrew Johnson's first term, for what's that worth? It's also closely related to the you're going to nullify the 2016 election argument, which doesn't make sense when you consider that Richard Nixon resigned rather than be impeached less than 2 years after he won a massive 49-state landslide. All right, number 2, Democrats have been trying to impeach Trump since day 1, or maybe even before.
The impeachment is a hoax. It's a sham. It started a long time ago, probably before I came down the escalator with the future First Lady.
Before he came down the escalator. But you know who definitely were talking about impeachment days before the election? Several Republican congressmen gunning for Hillary Clinton, according to the Washington Post. And it's worth remembering that Speaker Pelosi and even Adam Schiff opposed impeachment after the Mueller report despite pressure from the left. It was the president's pattern of behavior with foreign election interference that ultimately changed their minds. And finally, number 1.
They have no facts. They're trying to just sham it through as best they can to convince the American people they actually have something.
But we do know the facts after weeks of testimony. Despite the White House blocking key witnesses, the president asked a foreign power to dig up dirt on a domestic political rival, full stop. Look, no one should be an impeachment enthusiast. But the facts aren't being disputed. They're being ignored because they're not helpful to the Republican argument. Facts exist. Facts matter. Simply saying the opposite doesn't make it so. And that's your reality check.